Doing just a really quick initial thoughts on this QT80 radio. You can see it's fresh out of its box, so this is more just initial impressions, but as I'll get it installed in something and using it more and more, I'll be able to collect more thoughts. But I'm already pretty familiar with it from looking at other people's YouTube videos and stuff, and I'm just here to confirm that it is as awesome as I hoped it would be, at least out of the box. Unfortunately, 10-meter band, it's a little too late in the evening. I should have tried to record this earlier in the day. Hopefully maybe there would have been a band opening, but there's nothing out there right now. I did try to call CQ a few times and couldn't get anybody, but still everything's working really good out of the box here. I really like this noise reduction feature. That digital noise reduction works really good. You can set different levels and really keep that static at bay with it off. There's a huge difference with noise reduction on and off on all these new Radioddity 10-meter radios, and I'm really excited to have it. Everything else is looking great with this radio. Super easy to use out of the box. Everything's working perfectly with it. I've got my QT80 here for a quick comparison. I'm surprised because I didn't really expect, but it's quite a bit smaller than a QT80. I mean, a lot smaller, and that's surprising to me just because this is a 60-meter, a 60-watt 10-meter radio from Radioddity. This one is able to do 80 watts, at least with a better power supply than what I've got here, and they've managed to put it into a smaller package. So to me, that kind of ups the, for a little bit there I was like, well, you know, the difference between 60 and 80 isn't that much. Why would anybody really spend the extra money for a QT80? It kind of depends on what you're installing this in. If you have a lot of space and you're considering both of these radios, I still think the QT80 is an amazing product. I really like the display on that one too. And this one, I believe, has the weather channels, and this one doesn't. So there's a couple differences. Only slightly less power with this one, but if you're working with a tight space, you can see where the QT80 gains you back a lot of space and real estate. So over that full-size export chassis, the QT80 is a nice form factor. And a quick shout out to the QT40 up here as well, which is the same size as the QT60, a full-size export chassis radio. This one's great, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for a beginner, your first radio, just because since you only have, I think I can turn it on without blowing a circuit breaker. You only have you have an SWR and power display here. Actually, this display shows SWR, which is good, but you don't have a traditional VFO. So this one, I do recommend this radio for those who it's right for. If you want the retro look, it's a great machine. But most of the time I was telling people the QT80 is the 10-meter radio to get as a good all-around unit. I still really like the QT80, but out of the box I'm tremendously impressed with the QT80 as well, and the noise reduction works as good or better. For noise reduction, you can't go wrong with any of these Radioddity 10-meter radios. I've used them all. I really like them all, but fantastic noise reduction on this. And I will say there's controls directly at hand on the you can actually get to your RF gain. I haven't memorized this yet because this is new to me. Yep, there it is. So the RF gain is immediately at hand, and the power as well. I think the power is available And, oh, you can do power and RF gain right off of this. That shows how it's been a little bit since I used that. But both have really very intuitive controls. But I like this button layout. I like the fast reach for some of these commonly used features, and the fact that this is a little smaller, a little easier to place in a tight space. Out of the box, I'd say impressions are great with the Radioddity QT80.